And we are back on the WHHI-TV Daily News. With me now is Willie Aiken, and he is the coroner for Jasper County. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me again.
Yeah, so, it's always fascinating to talk with you because there's so many facets to the coroner's office that I don't think people really understand. So let's talk a little bit about kind of your job overview, and then we'll get into some more specifics.
Okay, to kind of put it in a nutshell quickly, the coroner is the chief lead investigator of death. So the sheriff is the jailman over the county. He has jurisdiction. The chiefs of police is in their jurisdiction. So when it's death, the coroner is the chief investigator. We take precedence over the sheriff, the chief of police, when it involves a decedent. So my job is just to pretty much determine the cause and manner of death, to investigate any suspicious death, unusual deaths. We are also in charge of issuing what we call BRTP, which is a burial removal transit permit. And that's just for funeral homes to move a body from across state lines or anything like that. And we also authorize all of the cremation permits. If you pass away in Jasper County, the coroner's office has to authorize those permits before a funeral home can do any cremation.
Interesting.
So we authorize organ procurements as well. If you're an organ donor, those type of calls come through the coroner's office. All hospice calls, if someone passes away on hospice, whichever hospice agency you're on, they're to notify us. Any ER calls, if someone passed away at the hospital within 24 hours, that is now also a coroner's call. Any child fatalities under the age of 18, that is a coroner's call. Any vulnerable adults is also a coroner's call. So we deal with a plethora of different things. Sometimes folks from Jasper County passes away in another state or sometimes another country, where we're then contacted because we have to go to the next of kin in our county to make them aware of the passing. So like I said, we do a little bit of just about a lot of things folks don't really realize.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very broad scope, but I think the other thing that's interesting is that you also have programs in place and do education on preventing death.
Yes. Yeah, my biggest thing, I'm a proactive instead of reactive coroner. Sometimes, death is something that we can't prevent it per se, but it's certain actions that we can put in place to prolong our life expectancy. It's just like, unhealthy foods will one day lead to maybe diabetes or stroke, hypertension. So it's just some things we say. In the rural areas, we have a lot of ATV accidents. So, we have programs in place where we just put it on your mind, wear a helmet, watch your speed, look both ways before crossing. We want folks to have fun, but at the same time, at the coroner's office, we know that death comes fast, and the everyday man doesn't look at it the way we look at it sometimes. So we're just out there just trying to push awareness.
Yeah, and what are you seeing in the community right now? Are we still seeing overdoses? What are we seeing in the community right now?
Right now, fortunately, the overdoses have come down a little bit. The first quarter that we looked at. What I'm paying attention to right now is our automobile accidents and our young Hispanic community. We're getting we have a small increase on automobile accidents with the Hispanic, and most times it's alcohol involved. So that is what we're focusing on right now.
I do feel like I get so often an alert on my phone that's another traffic accident, another traffic accident. So I appreciate any kind of help in trying to get those under control.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and I know we only have about 30 seconds left. We just want to mention this briefly, though. This is an election year for you, so we want to make sure people are getting out to vote. And it is, because I don't know if everybody knows that it's an elected position.
It is. It's a 4-year position. And like I said, since becoming coroner, I brought the first coroner's office to Jasper County in the year of 2022. So I'm trying to move the county in a more progressive way. We're kind of stagnant, but I just ask for their votes again to continue the mission.
Yeah. Well, Willie, thank you for being here today. It's always fascinating to talk to you.
Likewise.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more, so stay with us.